Jacob, thank you. In just about half an hour, we're expected to hear from Houston and Harris County officials regarding their response to the coronavirus.
Our Phil Archer is joining us live with a preview of what we can expect to hear. Phil?
City and county leaders are going to be here. Mayor Sylvester Turner will be in attendance, along with County Judge Lena Hidalgo, the county health director, as well as the county fire marshal. Now, we don't know all the details yet. We know one of the subjects they're going to be talking about are bars, congregating in local bars. That's one of the subjects the president discussed earlier today, as well as putting a new guideline in for Americans in the near future not to gather in groups larger than 10, and for elderly people to essentially stay at home as much as they can. As far as exactly what's coming up here, we're not sure, but we will know in 30 minutes. Stay tuned. We're going to be carrying that live for you. So until then, from Transtar, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
We will be in touch with you then, Phil. Thank you. Texas Senator Ted Cruz is one day away from wrapping up his extended self-quarantine here in Houston after interacting with two people, including a Spanish government official who later tested positive for coronavirus. He self-quarantined out of abundance of caution. This afternoon, I spoke with a senator over the phone. The first question I asked was if he thought the federal government should be taking the lead and streamline what every state should be doing to mitigate the spread of the virus, or if, as we are seeing now, individual states and governments should be making those calls.
Frankly, in Texas, the health challenges in downtown Houston are very different from the health challenges up in the Panhandle. And so I think the rules need to recognize the local conditions, but all of the local and state officials should be focused on flattening the curve of transmission. We're not going to immediately halt transmission of the virus, but we can slow it down. We can flatten the curve, and that's how you combat a global pandemic like the coronavirus.
I also asked the senator to speak directly to Texans during these uncertain times.
Texans are strong. We're resilient. We will make it through this. We have been through enormous challenges in the past. We've been through world wars. We've been through 9/11. We've been through health challenges in the past. We will make it through this as well, and we will do so by being strong, by standing united, and we'll do so also by listening to the science and the medical professionals. Not giving in to panic. There's some voices there that are calling for panic and hysteria. This is not the zombie apocalypse. This is a global health threat.
And Senator Cruz recommends that we listen to health officials, continue hand washing, social distancing from others, and work at home if possible.
Well, many people have traveled internationally are putting themselves in self-quarantine to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
Yeah, our very own meteorologist Eric Braate is one of them. He is joining us now from his home where you've been self-quarantining. Eric, I spoke with you exactly 1 week ago. You were only 3 days into the self-quarantine. Now you're on day 10? How's it feeling?
Yeah, day 10, it's going pretty well overall. We've got a pretty good system set up. So I pretty much do a routine every single day, especially weekdays. Go to work. It's just that my commute to work is about 5 seconds from the breakfast table to my computer. And, I work from home, basically. I've got remote access to the computer that I normally use at the station. It is a little bit slower, I will say, so it takes a lot longer to get anything done, which is a little bit frustrated. But overall, it's not too bad. It is a little tough being cooped up inside for so long. So what I do usually on a regular basis daily is go out for either a walk or a run just to get some fresh air and to kind of feel like I'm a part of the world a little bit more. The one thing I do, though, of course, because I'm quarantined, is I stay away from people. Now, I have no symptoms. I'm not actually sick. This is completely preventative. If I did have symptoms, if I did test positive for the virus, I certainly would not be going outside. But at this point, health experts say that it is okay for me to get a little bit of fresh air during the day.
Yeah, Eric, we know you are an extremely active guy. My gosh, you're an Ironman. You've done triathlons. You're very, very active. How tough has it been to be inside? And in terms of any training, I know you're talking about walks, but a lot of what you do is training by yourself. Have you been able to get any of that in?
Well, fortunately, I'm at a period where I'm not, training for any Ironmans right now. So my training regimen isn't hours and hours of exercise per day. You just have to kind of go into it knowing that you are limited and just accept that fact. And I think once you do that, and just kind of know that you're doing your small part to kind of tackle this mammoth-sized problem, you can get through it. And 2 weeks really doesn't wind up being a very long period of time. So I think it's pretty easy to actually get through that quarantine without too much trouble. I've got until Friday. By Friday evening, I'm going to be in good shape. Again, I haven't come down with any symptoms, so I'm very thankful for that. But you just have to do what you have to do.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, we certainly miss you around here, and we know that you said, it's your responsibility coming back from South Korea and Tokyo to kind of take this quarantine, and we'll certainly be glad when you come back, Eric.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
We are too.
Same here.
All right, thanks for catching up with us.